Just when people thought that comedy as a genre was completely dead, Happy Gilmore 2 comes out and pretty much proves those people right. Let's discuss.
I watch so you don't have to.
Before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
Push the goddamn button!
Push the goddamn button!
You heard what she said.
Happy Gilmore returns to the sport of golf since his retirement to help finance his daughter's ballet classes. And if that sounds suspiciously just like the plot of the original movie, that's because it is. So prior to seeing this movie, I kept seeing reactions like this floating around on the internet, pretty much admitting that this movie is really stupid and that it's nothing but a lot of nostalgia bait and cameos, but still proclaiming that it is exactly what the sequel needed to be.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Interesting theory, and the truth is that yes, this movie is incredibly stupid. And yes, it is filled with a lot of references to the first movie and a metric ton of cameos. And maybe I'm just built different, but absolutely none of that makes a good sequel in my opinion. I've already seen people defending this movie by saying, what did you expect when you went into it? It's an Adam Sandler movie, it's a Happy Gilmore movie, pretty much just announcing that standards are at an all-time low, and as long as you continue to dangle those member berries in front of some people's face, they will come running and defend this movie until the end of time. In fact, they might as well have just called this movie Happy Gilmore, Remember What Happened Last Time. You see, there is a way to do references and callbacks to the original movie without insulting people's intelligence. And then you have the way that Happy Gilmore 2 does callbacks and references, which only serve to remind me that my time could have been spent watching a better movie, namely the first Happy Gilmore, which this movie is desperately trying to emulate and failing miserably at.
The price is wrong, bitch.
It seemed like every memorable side character in the original movie had an offspring that randomly shows up throughout the course of this movie at different times. And besides the fact that it happens multiple times, I could honestly not give two shits every single time they went back to this tired gimmick. In fact, to describe this movie as cameo porn would be putting it nicely. This movie is like a cameo orgy at the Eyes Wide Shut mansion with Diddy as the master of ceremonies.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
It's so lifeless, so soulless, so desperate that I actually felt ashamed of myself that I gave this movie the time of day. Let me put it this way, much respect to Adam Sandler for everything he accomplished early in his career. No one can ever take that away from him. He was a legit phenomenon that cranked out some comedy classics. But at the same time, there is a reason that all of his newer movies are exclusive to Netflix. Besides the fact that they are the only company who would probably be willing to produce these movies because they greenlight just about anything, but also because the Adam Sandler shtick ran its course a long time ago, and most of these movies usually end up sucking. It's like he's just pumping out shit because he's contractually obligated to do so, and not because he has a genuinely good idea to run with. You see, Happy Gilmore 2 is a cash grab for the streaming age. They know that people are going to watch it because it's convenient, and because of the name recognition. So there is absolutely no reason for anyone involved to put any kind of effort into whatever it is they are doing. It's a comedy movie that's about as funny as getting a root canal with a chainsaw.
Had you ever heard of the healing power of laughter?
I seriously do not think I laughed one time throughout the entire course of the 2-hour runtime. It's all bits that we've seen before and done a hell of a lot better in other movies, namely the first Happy Gilmore. The story basically finds Happy down on his luck, broke again, after he pissed all of his money away after he accidentally killed his wife with a golf shot. Not only is that a weird direction to go in narratively, but it's basically just resetting Happy back to factory settings for maximum nostalgic effect. Brilliant. The difference this time is that he needs money to send his daughter to ballet school, instead of him needing money to save his grandmother's house. It's like they're not even trying. So he has to start from the bottom and work his way back up the golfing ladder, and he encounters a slew of quirky characters along the way. Stop me if you've heard this before.
Something very familiar about all this.
What's funny is that they do try to do a little bit of character work with Happy, where they're showing him going through a little bit of guilt about him accidentally killing his wife. But it ultimately amounts to nothing, just another gag about Happy once again falling off the wagon, and resorting to drinking alcohol out of yet another inexplicable, inanimate object. It's actually more depressing than it is funny. And then we have the whole subplot about Happy and the other golfers trying to save the legacy of traditional golf. Because there's this upstart league that wants to modernize golf for people with shorter attention spans. I wonder if they're trying to say something here about the nature of modern entertainment. I wish someone would have saved the legacy of the original Happy Gilmore and stopped this abomination of a sequel from ever seeing the light of day.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Now I know what some of you are thinking, don't take it too seriously, it's just a comedy sequel. Which is ironically the exact mentality that a movie like this is made to appeal to. You see, it's hiding under the guise of a Happy Gilmore sequel that's just supposed to be a turn your brain off good time at the movies. But what it is everything wrong with modern entertainment wrapped up in a giant nostalgia-infused pile of shit. Just rewatch the first movie, there's no reason to follow up with these characters if its creators have no intention of delivering something that doesn't insult my intelligence and actually make me regret watching it. And no, it does not get a pass because it's an Adam Sandler movie, or because it's a Netflix movie, or because it's a comedy movie, or because it's another way too late sequel to a beloved movie of our past. A terrible movie is a terrible movie. I do not care whose name is in the title or above the title. Happy Gilmore 2 is an abomination of cinema, it's an abomination of comedy, and it's further proof that some things are just better off left in the past where they belong. This sequel did absolutely nothing to justify its own existence, and that's exactly why I'm going to give it the Disgusted Ian Malcolm.
That is one big pile of shit.
Y'all be cool. Right on.